Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Type V3 and this is the 1 to 144th scale high-grade GM Sniper K9, the Renato brothers custom mobile suit that appeared in Gundam Build Fighters. Almost immediately, you'll notice that there isn't much that separates the K9 from the original GM Sniper 2, which this kit is based upon. The color scheme, extra ammo packs, and the somewhat ghillie suit styled backpack are the main points of differentiation. That said, the original model kit looked pretty darn good to begin with, so naturally the same can be said of the K9. The proportions are solid and the plastic coloring line up with the animation artwork. The big highlight is the head sculpt. That clear green visor just looks magnificent. The design itself doesn't call for large quantities of color separation, still I was a little disappointed that all the yellow sections on the torso were created through the use of stickers. Also, you'll need to paint the insides of the thrusters yellow for complete on-screen accuracy. In spite of these small issues, the GM Sniper K9 boasts a respectable appearance. When it comes to the build, it's simple yet lengthy, though this is mostly due to the amount of accessories included. Panel lining opportunities are few, as is the need for painting and other small details. Interestingly, because of the slender proportions, each section of the body feels noticeably dense and secure. By contrast, the basic polycap connections that hold everything together don't feel quite as solid. Articulation starts with a double neck ball joint, which can go back and forth, look around, and have some good expressive range. My only issue is you can't look all the way up. This visor can come down like on the original GM Sniper 2, so that's pretty cool. And as for the torso, it can sort of wiggle in either direction, but really nothing's going to happen. All you can really do is swivel here. Arms are connected on a swing-out polycap, with the shoulders on a single hinge. There's a single-jointed elbow, and a ball-jointed wrist. Each of the hips are on universal joints, however, these hip skirt adornments can't really get out of the way, and these giant holsters do collide with them, so hip movement is limited. The other thing, too, is that this connection, this holster, is connected on this little ring that slides around this piece right here. And when you don't have it there, the connection is secure and fine, but because this holster is there, it takes up a little bit of the peg space, and it makes this leg here kind of loose, so when you're posing it on its own, it tends to pop out pretty easy. Moving on, we have a double jointed knee, which again has problems with collisions with the backpack and such, and the ankle have a hinged ball joint at the top here, and then a separate hinge at the bottom, with this independent ankle armor that can tilt back and forth, which is really good. The backpack itself has some minor movement in each of the limb sections here, and the middle piece here can go back and forth, with the main thruster going up and down. Not too much range of motion, but enough to get out of your way when doing dynamic poses. The K9's articulation is okay. On paper it has all the necessary joints, but due to the extra bulk, the hips and torso movement are very restricted. The large feet do provide excellent balance though. Again, posability is fine, just don't expect anything too flamboyant from this GM. As alluded to earlier, the GM Sniper K9 comes with quite a number of accessories. We'll start off with the 3 pairs of hands. You get fists, trigger fingers, and an angled right hand trigger finger along with a left open palm. Next are the carryover weapons from the original GM Sniper 2 model kit. They are the sniper rifle, the machine gun, and the beam shield. The guns have a peg on the handle that only fit into right hands, and the shield plugs in underneath either of the forearms. Unfortunately, because of the bulkier chest, it's hard to achieve a convincing sniper pose. The biggest weapon included is the beam sniper rifle, and it's an impressive firearm. Like the other guns, it can only be equipped in the right hand. There's a monopod for support, though getting any sniping pose out of this is impossible and will more likely be seen as a cannon. Also, you can fold up the gun and store it on the model's back. The GM's most notable feature comes in the form of its backpack. It slides off, and after a couple of adjustments along with a tactical placement of the beam sniper rifle, you have the K9 dog pack. It's exactly what it looks like, a robot dog with a gun face. And it's awesome. If that wasn't enough, the back half detaches and a panel opens up to reveal the Bloodhound team. Although only a few can fit in here, a total of 8 soldiers are included with this high grade. Sadly, there's no explosives. With the GM backpack list, you can now see that he has 2 beam saber hilts on his waist. There's included beam effect parts for these, and they look great too. Or if a physical blade is more your thing, the heat knife stored over the right shoulder can be detached and wielded with ease. The GM's last weapon options are a pair of pistols stored on the robot's legs. They're straightforward and are my personal favorite weapons to use with this kit. Finally, those familiar with the anime will know that the K9 can activate an exam mode. This high grade can do the same, however, it's a permanent feature as it's done by the use of a sticker. I'm not fond of this solution and would have much preferred a clear red visor instead. In most cases, I've never been too keen on grunt suits. Going by their very nature, the designs of these robots are purposely bland and never appeal to me. The GM Sniper K9 adds a good amount of custom parts to help it stand out, still I'm not sold on its overall appearance. Don't get me wrong, it accurately conveys the original artwork, it just isn't for me. But personal conflict aside, I think this is an excellent model kit. Not much extra effort is needed in terms of detailing, and with the abundance of accessories, there's a wide variety of play options. The core suit does have some limitations with articulation, and I was deeply disappointed with Bandai's decision to use a sticker to emulate exam mode. Nevertheless, this kit offers more than enough to get past these small issues. The high-grade GM Sniper K9 is a wonderful kit and one of Buildfighter's best releases in terms of value. It may be based on a grunt suit, yet the final product is far more than that. But that's all for me. Thanks for watching, and what are your opinions on grunt suits? Like 'em, hate 'em? I'd love to know.